Hello everyone, Vlad here, and today I plan on starting the new No Man's Sky Singularity expedition. Let's jump on in and see what this expedition is all about. All right, everybody, let's jump into this new expedition. I am going to let you know that this is actually about my third time trying to record this. So I intended to show you my first time playing through phase one, but that has changed because first time I ran into a little bit of a bug. I couldn't get the first phase milestone to go ahead and complete. I have since figured out what I was doing to make that not complete. And also, the last time I did this, my audio was just way off. I was really low, and the game was a little bit louder than it should be, so I am redoing this. I'm also going to hopefully focus just on completing the important things for phase one. But when we move into phase two, I am probably going to jump into that other save that I had already started because I collected a lot of resources and I have some units built up. I also have some nanites built up. So I think I'll be better off on that save as far as resources go, but we'll see. You never know. We may surprise ourselves here with this playthrough. So here we are. We have landed on our first planet here for the expedition. Everything is initializing, and we'll be able to get things running here really quick. All right, so I am a Corvax for this playthrough. I always end up as a Corvax on these things. I don't know if it can change or not, but that's what I keep getting. All right, so community expedition. This abandoned camp holds many mysteries. The expedition tab will show your progress as you investigate its secrets. Complete milestones to earn rewards. Complete all milestones in a phase for special exclusive items. All right, pretty standard there for a expedition set of instructions. I'm going to go ahead and collect all of this scrap and these wheelbarrows to get things going. And then we'll work on completing the first milestone of this phase, which is to explore this camp. And I do recommend you pick these things up. One of the milestones later on is to collect a certain amount of nanites, and a lot of the stuff you can pick up here can be refined into nanites. Okay, so we picked up our stuff. Let's take a look at what our expedition goals are. Here we are. We're in phase one. This is our first milestone. They hear us. To complete this, we need to explore the abandoned camp. It says the scrappers hastily fled camp is in harmonic lockdown. Who is here? Who was here before? Where have they gone? Investigate the camp for answers. All right, so we're going to do that. But let's see what else we have to do, because sometimes we can do these things out of order, save ourselves some time, or we just have a better resource pool in a different phase of the expedition to get it completed. So this is explore the camp. Our next one is going to be to launch into space for the first time. So that would be require us to have our spaceship and get into space with it. Current objective: continue the investigation. Construct head schematic is a reward. 312 nanites is a reward, and we get a band hazard protection upgrade. So that'll be beneficial for our survivability. And then eyes to see. Current objective: recover plans for the construct head. Supreme scanning upgrade. Prepackaged advanced mining unit. Okay, so that helps with our multi-tool, and looks like we're going to be building something throughout this. Then we have a couple of ones that are blanked out, and then we have this one that says reach rendezvous point 1. So this is going to be our first rendezvous and the end of phase 1. So that's where we want to get to before I finish today's video. And then let's see, pilgrimage 2. So reach rendezvous point 2. Extract construct blueprints from autophage. Okay. Harvest 16 radiant shards. We'll need to add that advanced mining laser to get radiant shards, but I think it's doable. We may even be able to do it in phase 1. Hands to grasp. Assemble to the second construct part. Okay, so we are assembling something, it seems. A couple of blanked out milestones, and then we had to get amass 256 Atlantidium. Um, 256. Now, I do remember seeing a tweet, and the tweet said that there are hidden clues in here to something. I don't know what it's supposed to reveal if you find the clues and stuff, but I think this has something to do with it. 256, that's a very important number for computer systems and storage. And of course, if you know the full story of No Man's Sky, you are in a giant computer simulation. So I think that number is not random. I believe it is completely something related to the story. All right, phase 3. We got Pilgrimage Rendezvous 3. We have our Will to Exist, current extract construct blueprint. So a lot of repeating things. So we've had this show up in multiple areas so far. Eliminate Corrupt Sentinels. So we're going to have to do some fighting. Hopefully we get some weapons upgrades for our multi-tool. Shell to make whole. Recover plans for the construct shell. So the more plans. Some blanked ones out, and then earn some nanites. That's the 3,000. I mentioned that when I was picking up the stuff out of the wheelbarrows. Should be able to get this as you complete phases. There's nanites for rewards, and there's different things you'll pick up along the way. So I think that will be a fairly easy number to collect. Phase 4, Rendezvous Point 4. We have our blueprints from an autophage, so same as other ones. Recover plans for construct legs, so more parts. And then these are blanked out, so we can't do those early. And then we got Rendezvous Point 5. We've got extract construct blueprints again. More blanked out objectives. Okay, and that's the final phase. So let's go back to phase 1. Let's focus on getting this camp cleared out and searched, and I'll talk about the little hiccup I ran into with this when I was on my own. So let me just do a double check of my audio real quick and make sure the game isn't being too loud when I'm not talking. Okay, so it looks like the audio levels are low enough to where you're going to be able to hear me pretty well when I'm talking, which is good. All right, so the first thing I want to do is I'm going to make sure that I didn't accidentally select anything else. I'm going to make sure I'm on phase 1 selected. Like I said, I ran into a little bug. I couldn't get this to repeat, and so we're going to go in this order to make sure it goes. I'm going to inspect this computer terminal here in the center of camp. It is locked down, harmonic lockdown in progress. So let's scan the memory registers. All right, so we got a little bit of math. This says we need the number 12, 2, and 8. So let's remember that, 12, 2, and 8. Let's go and put our override glyphs. Okay, now, well, somebody's already put these in, but so we're gonna have to remove one and put this one back in. Okay, terminal has ceased its digital whaling. I am permitted access to the camp system. So let's first deactivate the multi-tool seal. All right. If you haven't visited one of these camps in regular mode since the update for the Corrupted Sentinels, there's always a multi-tool in these camps. So we're going to do that, and we're going to run over here and collect it. Now, it's going to need repair. It's kind of like finding an abandoned spaceship. This is a C class, not the greatest class, but it is going to be free. We can claim it on top of our current existing multi-tool, and we're going to do that. But I'm going to make sure I switch back to... Oh, where is it? Nope. It's in one of these. Yeah, here it is. All right, we're going to switch back to the regular multi-tool because that has technology that's not broken installed. All right, now we're going to go back to this harmonic interface. Another thing we can do is locate a dissonant spike. This will tell us where a Sentinel ship is, and we can see where our ship is here from that, so that's beneficial. Looks like somebody created a base nearby. I'm not really a fan of people putting bases in those type of places, but someone did it. All right, so we have a dissonant spike. Now that's where we can claim a Sentinel starship. The only problem is that we need resources to repair that Sentinel starship and make it flyable. And some of that is the radiant shards, which we need that advanced mining beam to collect. So I don't think we're going to be able to jump on that immediately, but I think we'll be able to potentially claim it by the time we get through this phase. And I like those because they're pretty efficient with the launch thrusters just right off the bat, even if you have a low level one. So, all right, so we still haven't gotten this expedition phase thing to pop before I start running off and doing other things. So what do we need to do? So there's this little autophage here, and he is kind of marked on the map sometimes. We're going to have to talk to him like we did that computer, but I did this on my first save, and I talked to him, and I didn't do anything else, and it still didn't give me the reward. So what I had to do is actually run my scanning device, and I got a message that there was a sentient being in the camp that I needed to talk to, and that allowed me to talk to him. I had to recomplete all of the dialogue, but it did complete that milestone. So if you run into that issue, do a scan of the camp, and then go talk back to this microphage. All right, so let's see what this microphage is all about. So we're going to probe his damaged registers. All right, so we've got a 7, 12, and 2. Yeah, 7, 12, and 2. Attempt memory repair. All right, we want 7, 12, 2. A faint hiss escapes the autophage's rusty shell. Smoke and data vent together, lost to the wind. Alright, let's dump this memory content. Arose from the dirt, a construct of pure will. Alright, let's finalize our download. I complete the memory dump, creating a copy of whatever data still flits around in this hastily abandoned scrap. With the download complete, a section of the data is flagged by my exosuit as readable navigation coordinates. All right, and that is the first milestone of phase 1, so we're making some progress. All right, now let's see what rewards we get. We get a hermetic seal plan, and we get some crystallized heart. All right, I'm going to collect that because I want the hermetic seal plans. My goal is to try and get a fully upgraded advanced mining laser before I finish this phase. And I believe, let's see, one of these phases awards me one. So we may be able to get it without having to find all the extra resources. Assemble the first construct part. Okay, this gives me the advanced mining laser. So I'm going to try and get to there before I start worrying about this Sentinel ship that we found with this dissonant spike. So let's make our way to our spaceship because we need to get into space. And along the way, we're going to try and collect resources. We need things like carbon, we need sodium, we need oxygen, and we can collect some of these little pink crystals if we come across them as well. I'm going to put this marker down so I can find this camp again if I need it. And let's see, which way is my darn spaceship? There's too many camps already on this thing. All right, so our spaceship is this way. So let's see if we can go find it. All right, scan things as you go on this first planet. It's going to give you some units. Units are helpful for buying things from the space station. They're going to save you time as you go through so that you don't have to spend forever digging things up out of the ground or mining like this. These mushrooms take forever to mine, but they give us a decent amount of carbon. I want the carbon first. It's my most important resource right now. Besides some oxygen, we're going to need to find some angry plants for the oxygen. The oxygen is going to allow us to recharge our life support. Luckily, it looks like we're on a pretty nice planet and it isn't causing any havoc on us right now. We do need to be aware that there are sentinels here, so they may come around and pester us if they find us destroying stuff. We'll deal with them if they come out. All right, we got some carbon here, but this really big one over here needs advanced lining laser. That's one reason I want to get there as quickly as possible, because you can collect resources quicker. All right. We got some of these purple crystals. This is where you get that Atlantium element that is part of that 256 collection milestone. I don't think we need the resources from that milestone as a reward just yet, but we are on a planet with it. It's going to be easy to collect. We could get it now if we need to. Plus, I think it's used in repairing a lot of this Sentinel tech. Alright. Troubles of having a new multi-tool is they like to overheat. So that's what makes this first phase a little bit time consuming, because you're dealing with all the limitations of your gear this early. Alright, I need some more ferrite dust. Let's scan that before I destroy it. Oh, we're out. What do we need? We need carbon. Scan that already. Good. Alright, that's going to give me condensed carbon too. So the big mushrooms are good. They're going to help you get carbon and condensed carbon in the same shot. Let's see if we get a decent amount. I got 11. Alright, so they're not huge on the resource, but better than nothing. Okay, I see some angry plants over here. Going to try and pick up some oxygen from these. Again, that's for survivability. Oh, another thing that you should do when you start these missions is kind of figure out what you know and what you don't know. So the expeditions will start you off, and you don't know anything about your character. If you started a new playthrough, you'd start off knowing that you have nothing at your disposal, and you're going to have to follow the story to kind of unlock things. But with these expeditions, you already have things unlocked. So let's take a look and see what we're working with. That's going to help us make better decisions on what to focus on. So we have a multi-tool. The multi-tool has a mining beam, which we've been using to collect resources. It's got a scanner, which we use to collect some nanites by scanning the fauna and stuff. Analysis visor, that's going to help us figure out where resources are that are close by. And we got a terrain manipulator, so that means we can dig up dirt on the planet, and so that's going to be beneficial. Our starship, it's got launch thrusters, but they are damaged, so we need dihydrogen jelly and pure ferrite to repair that. And so that's going to be important for getting into space. That's part of our milestone. So we're going to need the resources when we get there to repair that. Then we need this hermetic seal and some metal plating. So we got the hermetic seal plan from phase 1 rewards, so we can complete that now. And then our exosuit, what are we working with? We've got a jetpack, we've got hazard protection. We also have a super slot. We got a couple of super slots unlocked. Okay. Jetpack. We've got jetpack recharging enabled. That's going to come in very helpful, I think. It helps you survive large falls. We got our life support, and I'm going to put that. Okay, put that there. We got supercharged life support system. Let's move this over here. And then we have a personal refiner. So this will allow us to refine certain objects as we go along. You do need carbon as a fuel source for it, but this will turn into ferrite dust, which we're going to need for making some of that plated metal. And we'll also will need some pure ferrite, and I haven't seen any resources that are pure ferrite sitting around, so we probably will have to refine some of this ferrite dust to get that going. Alright, I'm going to turn down the volume a little bit on the game. Let's see how loud this is. I just don't want, when I'm doing stuff, for it to be super loud. Okay. We'll leave it there for now. Okay. We still got a lot of this pink crystal about. We can collect it. Okay. Our ship is still this direction, so let's keep making progress. No, no, no. Alright, we got our oxygen. Okay, that's interesting. We found some water. Oh, what we should do is figure out how many animals are on this planet, because if we collect all of the animals, then we can get some nanites. So let's see what we have to collect. I know I scanned some birds. What else is here? There's only five animals on this planet. And okay, so we got 3 birds. We got underwater stuff, and we're right next to some water. So let's actually make that happen. All right, let's see what else is under here. Okay, we got another animal. There we go. Okay, cool. We got some resources, but that should have been all of the animals. All right there. That's a quick way to get 1,200 nanites into your pocket. Scan all the fauna. There's only 5. They're flying and they're in the water. Easy peasy. Okay, our ship should be around here. There we go. We have found our ship where someone has also made a base. All right, well, let's see what we need for this ship. We know we need to repair stuff. So we need pure ferrite and we need dihydrogen jelly. We picked up a little bit of dihydrogen, but not a whole lot. Ugh. Okay. We know we need a hermetic seal. We looked at that. We know we need some metal plating. So we need some dihydrogen jelly. Okay. And pure ferrite. Okay. Let's go ahead and process that. I don't know if that's enough. We'll see. I think we needed 50, so I think we're okay. Starship out of range. Am I not standing right next to it? No, my ship is over on this side. Here we go. Now we can repair it. We have launch thrusters. We have pulse engines. Alright, now pulse engines are at 50%, hyperdrive is at 0%, launch thrusters at 50%. Alright, so we're going to get like 1, maybe 2 launches out of this. That's not ideal, but at least this is working. What do we get if we complete our second milestone? We're going to launch into space for the first time. We get some warp hypercores, so we're going to get some fuel for jumping around space. We're going to get some teleport receiver unit, which is going to allow us to put things in our spaceship from further away. So, and that should also allow us to move on to this phase of continuing the expedition. So, okay. Let's see what we can collect while we're here. Let's go ahead and hit this save beacon thing. That should give us some navigation data, maybe. Oh, so at least got a restore point. Nothing found. We're gonna get some more rusty metal here. Nothing else was found. Okay, I'm gonna try and get a little bit more ferrite dust. What we really need is dihydrogen. I don't see any. Not here. Alright, let's see. Can we at least make launch fuel? So that's going to require metal plating. Okay, we at least got one launch fuel. It doesn't make me happy. It makes me think we're going to get stranded somewhere. But let's go ahead. Let's move on. Let's get out of here. Just whispering eggs. Alright, so probably not advised to go after these things first thing. They're worth some money, but we are on a planet with Sentinels, and there are gravitino balls around. I think I'm going to use those to collect some. They're going to send some Sentinels after us, but I can avoid the Sentinels better than I can avoid these monstrosities to start things off. Plus there's some other players, so I'm going to be nice and not get them killed by setting those off. Alright, we made it to space. So that should be a milestone. There we go, we got our Wayfarer milestone. So that means we can go ahead and claim this. That means we have some fuel for our hyperdrive. I'm gonna hold off on putting that in there because I still want to get that Sentinel ship, and I want to hold off on all the fuel I need for that. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, so let's go back to our milestones. We need to do this one. So follow the Sentience Echo's coordinates. The Sentience Echo at the abandoned scrapping camp yielded a set of navigation coordinates when probed. Follow the coordinates and investigate their location. Alright, I'm not sure if that's marked, but we'll see. Should be. I'm going to do a scan. Okay, there we go. The scan opened up that we have something on this acrid planet. So let's go that way. I'm going to stop before we get into the atmosphere there. We only had 50% charge on our pulse engines. And yeah, so that means we need some tritium to recharge them. And so we're going to need to mine some asteroids. Oh, there we go. Now we can get some tritium going. Hyperclusters, yeah, that'll be pretty good. There's some gold in here too. Looks like some silver. This seems to be a pretty lucrative asteroid field. The only thing is this is fairly slow at the moment. Oh, we got an anomaly detector. How are we doing on the tritium? Quite terrible, it would seem. Alright, that helped out a little bit. Okay, I think this is enough for now. Let's head back into the planet. Let's get out of this asteroid field if we can. Nope, not that one. Alright, let's continue. Alright, we are entering the atmosphere. Things are a little shaky. It looks like we're coming in hot to exactly where we need to. It's pointing us here, but if you're given a location to go to and it's like really close to a building, check out the building. It's more than likely where you're supposed to be. So I'm not going to even bother landing over there and running all the way across the planet. We're just going to fly straight into it. Now this building is called an archive. So if you are not familiar, archives, you can find them on most any planet that's suitable for life. And they have some little trade centers and some places where you can collect resources, and also a little data bank where you can collect some lore. So we're gonna land here. If land on the landing pad, that's gonna save you some resources too, because I don't see any sort of things we can loot. Because landing on the landing pad when you take off means you don't use launch fuel. And our resources are very limited time. This looks like it's a hazardous planet, but we've made it here to this little rendezvous point. Let's interact with this archive. Do you hear us? Do you hear me? Consumed all of creation and rejected. One blueprint from an infinite number. One blueprint from all the ways to be. One construct. Alright, let's get this blueprint. I copied the blueprint. A blueprint from the archive's databanks. Whoever left the message at the autophage wished for someone to find this construct. Alright, so we're going to need to make some stuff. We need metal plating, ion batteries, and a microprocessor. Okay, let's see. What do we have to... Alright, this is going to give us a construct head, a schematic, nanites, and hazard protection upgrade. We're going to go ahead and collect that. Okay, so we need to create this for the next milestone. So what does it want to... Oh, this is what it wants us to build the thing. So let's install our hazard protection. We are on a hazardous planet after all. So we need to create metal plating times 4. We don't have enough ferrite dust. We need ferrite dust. We need ion batteries, so we need some cobalt. And what was the other thing we need for this? We need a microprocessor. I don't have that anywhere. Okay, let's see. Wasn't letting me interact with stuff here. Alright, so for my inventory to go back to being normal, let's just move that there. Too many menus. Alright. Oh, I'm too far away from my ship. That's the problem. Alright, so these have a little trade terminal here. Let's see what we can collect from the trade terminal. Alright, we can get some cobalt without having to run around. We don't need a ton of cobalt. And we have 9,000 units, so we don't want to spend them all on cobalt. We'll get 20. Alright, and the next... we need a microprocessor. We need 27,000. Alright, so we need a scheme to make some money. Is what we need. We have a plan for this. So we need chromatic metal and carbon nanotubes. Alright, so let's see if they were selling anything like copper in here. Pyrite. I like pyrite. Okay, let's see. This planet, what does it have? Alright, it's got salt, ammonia, and copper. Alright, copper is the resource we want to get chromatic metal. If we do it on this planet, we are going to be battling some poison. So let's see if there's anything close. I thought I saw something close by when we came into land. Ammonia. Salt. Copper. Alright, that's what we want. Copper right there. So I'm going to go ahead and try and get to that. Oh, that's a ways away. Okay, well it doesn't say we have to be here when we craft it, so let's go back to our ship. Taking off will at least be free. Alright, and then I'm gonna cheese some resources out of this place. There we go. You can do this instead of having to fight off all of the hazards. Oh, try not to crash while I'm doing it. I don't know if I can get the oxygen from that. Alright, well, here's our copper. This is what we need for a chromatic metal. Let's see what that netted is. Now we got some 168 ferrite dust, a little bit of carbon, some mordite. We killed a few things. We got a little bit of dihydrogen. It wasn't terribly beneficial, but we didn't take any damage doing it. So, all right. So we need our terrain manipulator, and I want to make sure this is on its smallest setting because it's going to get us the most resource yield out of here. If you make it bigger, yes, the hole will be bigger quicker, but you will get less resources out of your mining time. Okay, making good progress. I'm going to go ahead and collect all of this. The reason being is because chromatic metal is going to be probably an important crafting component for lots of things. And if I collect it now, I don't have to collect it later, and I can just build my stuff and move on. So while I have a good mine, the other part is, yes, this is a hazardous planet. I have to worry about whether or not I'm going to be taking any hazard damage when this protection runs out. But I don't know what's coming next in the expedition. So we could end up on planets that are all full of hazardous storms the entire way through moving forward. So while I have a situation that benefits me, something I know I'm comfortable completing, I'm going to take advantage of it. Oh, well, we got some animals we can scan on this planet too, it seems. Saw a strider there in the background. Almost done with this copper node. Alright, copper node is done. Where's that? Oh, we got a bird. We got a strider. Something else 70 units away. Let's see what we're dealing with. 6 things on this planet. One is underground. Alright, well I don't think I'm going to be able to find the underground guy. But, okay, we don't get the scanning upgrade until after this one. Get some oxygen here. And I see some dihydrogen over there. That's another resource we definitely need more of. Is there any closer? Oh, we got a little turtle thing, huh? Yeah. Nope, that's like a bug, a little... Okay. Okay, we're going to go ahead and grab this dihydrogen, and then we're going to head back to the ship. I think we got what we need to craft this thing. Don't we? Alright, we need the ion battery, microprocessor. Alright, microprocessor, what do we need? Chromatic metal, carbon nanotubes. So let's create carbon nanotubes. And then we need a... Damn it, I keep forgetting what I need. The microprocessor. Chromatic metal, yeah, okay. I've said that like a million times. Copper. We don't need all of it just yet to be chromatic metal. I think we need 50. 40. Okay, well, we're close. Alright, that'll get us the chromatic metal we need for that. Let's get this dihydrogen so we can stop standing out in the poison. We could probably figure this out in the spaceship. Alright, gotta keep an eye on that toxic protection. Okay, I think we got some stuff that we may find useful from all of that. Bunch of ferrite dust, which is good. We needed that. May do some more strafing runs just to see if we can get better. Carbon will be helpful. And you can't buy carbon, I don't think, from any space station, so gonna have to collect it. Alright, well, there's some dihydrogen here, and I see some sodium crystals. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get those sodium crystals, though. recharge. Oh, there's some carbon over there too. This is a good little spot. Glad we stopped here. And we don't need the advanced mining unit for these just yet. These aren't the really huge ones. Alright, the last thing I want to grab before I leave here is see if I can get that sodium. I don't think so. Yeah, advanced mining lasers. Are there any little crystals around? Nope, advanced mining laser needed. Damn. Alright, well, that was a bust on the sodium. Take the oxygen though. Anything worth scanning? Alright. Already been scanned. Alright, let's figure this out in the safety of our spaceship. Okay, we have chromatic metal. Okay, so now we should be able to craft our microchip. Boom, one microchip. Now our head requires ion battery next. What do I need for that? I got everything I need for that. Perfect. And then we need what for this? Metal plating times 4. So a craft, metal plating, 2, 3, 4. That took most of our ferrite. Alright, so now we can craft our construction head. Boom. Crafted construction head. Alright, so we got our milestone. Let's go ahead and skip that. Alright, so this is going to give us Supreme Scanning System upgrade and a prepackaged advanced mining unit. Aha, so now we can get that sodium. Okay, so let's go ahead and install this advanced mining laser. Put that there. And what does it say to do next? Alright, Seed of Dreams, Revelation, Warp, Hypercore plans. Alright, so it wants us to visit an Atlas station. And so we need to follow the mission path when we go into warp. But I would like to get this interceptor ship that we uncovered while we were here. And I think we have what we need to do it before we start doing all our warping. What comes afterwards, just to be on the safe side? This says unknown and reach the first rendezvous point. Okay, so let us collect our Sentinel ship before we leave the system and probably a few more resources. But we're going to go to that original planet. Mining beam. There we go. We're going to get some of this before we leave, though. Alright, this is going to give us pure ferrite. Yep, we definitely need more ferrite because that took all of our stuff when we were making our metal plating. And if we want this Sentinel ship, we're going to have to do some more crafting. I don't know. And we're going to have to get a mirror, I think. We'll figure it out. It'll tell us once we get there. That was weird. Alright, let's get a heck out of Dodge here. Alright, our launch thrusters is 0. Alright, we're going to recharge our launch thrusters. That was the last of the fuel. So we'll probably need to craft some more. Let's do that while we're floating through space. We need what? Metal plating, yes. Okay. I don't know where I got the second dihydrogen, but I have it. Let's install that. I'm gonna move these. Alright, we have made it back to the planet. Let's go check out this, we went to the wrong beacon. That's okay. Alright, I'm gonna fly lower to the ground as we do this. Okay, so we need radiant shards to repair one piece of our thing. So I want to find a place with lots of radiant shards. We don't need like a huge haul, but oh, there we go. Alright, this is where we're gonna land. Alright, so we're gonna need a mirror, and we get those from killing these little moving around walking sentinels with the giant mohawk thing going on. We don't have a weapon, so we're gonna have to get them with a mining beam. So we need a mirror from this thing, and then we need some radiant shards from those big pink crystals over there. But we're gonna make some angry sentinels when we kill this thing. So I'm gonna leave him until last, and we're gonna collect some of these radiant shards. Now we do have a we got dihydrogen. We do have a objective to collect 16 radiant shards. So we're not going out of our way. We're not just doing this for ourselves here. We're actually going to be making progress on a milestone by collecting this ship anyway. So we're not wasting time here. It may be in our benefit to get it early. That's what I'm thinking, because those ships are better with their launch fuel. They probably are going to have better jump range too than this solar ship. We shall see though. Alright, radiant shard we can minus. Got 1, 2, 3. Alright, looks like we had 6 of them here in this little group. Okay, so we got those. Let's get a little bit more carbon. Alright, our ship was this way. So we got our walking thing over there. There were some more radiant shards in this direction. I'm going to get those first because, like I said, this is going to make some angry sentinels when we kill their friend here. If we can get more than one of those. Alright, so there's more radiant shards there. I'm going to get this carbon while the getting's good. There's some more radiant shards over there. This planet's got a good amount of them. So that's what, number 7, that's number 8. That'd be 9. 10. 11, right? Let's see. I feel like we caught more than those. Maybe I miscounted. Yeah, Radiant Shard, 9 of 10. Oh, okay. Alright, I was miscounting, apparently. Still haven't gotten our 256 of this. Alright, but those aren't important yet. Those will be on any Sentinel planet we come across. And they're pretty widespread, so I'm not too worried about being able to find those later. What we do need to find for our ship is going to be Mr. Walker over here. Oh, dihydrogen right next to the ship. Look at that. Alright, so here's my strategy with getting away. We don't have a weapon in our arsenal, and if we fight them, the Sentinels that come up, we're going to end up having to, you know, fight off more of them. We don't really have a lot in our tank at the moment. So I'm going to kill this, and then we have a terrain manipulator, so I'm going to dig a hole and get away. Come on. Dissonant resonator. Okay. I think there were 2 of those stuck together. Sentinels are supposed to be coming too. Alright, we got an echolocator. I thought we were supposed to get a mirror. So, well, there's another one over here, so we can try again if we need to. Alright, well, it looks like we got away pretty easy. No. Life support. Oxygen. There we go. Alright, well, let's just see if we got what we thought we were hoping to get. Exosuit. We got crystallized skull. We got echolocators. I want a mirror. Okay, we're gonna try this guy. There we go. This is called an inverted mirror. And I'm going to have to do some dodging while I wait for this thing to get destroyed. But we need this mirror for repairing our ship that we want to claim. And we're going to run away. Run away. Alright, they're searching for us. Hopefully they'll give up. I didn't get far enough away, but I really want to get these Radiant Shards. Oh, that was why, because not all those ones I got were Radiant Shards before. Okay, well, time to hit the road, guys. We'll come back again some other time. Okay, but it still says that they're hunting, so which one is it? Alright, that plant hit us, and they hurt our oxygen recharger. I have to see what it takes to fix that. Okay, where do we leave our ship? Gotta be close by. There it is. Okay. Technology was broken. What do we need? Okay, well. Okay, but we accomplished what we were after. We got our mirror. I'm like all the way the heck over here. Okay. We don't need to spend all the time on that. Alright, let's go check out this ship for the first time. Okay, where's the marker? There's the marker. Oh, look, there's another archive here. Okay, here we are. We have found our interceptor ship. Let's see what it's going to take to fix this thing. This is called the Reforged. It is a B class, so it's a higher class than we have. We need to clear out this stuff from it. Boom. And we need to install a pirate interface. So we have our radiant shards. We have our inverted mirror. We need a harmonic brain. So when we pulled this out, we had got this hyaline vein, and we can probe its subconscious. And that's going to send us somewhere here on the planet. Okay, so we got to go over there. It's an ancient site. Tag that. Okay, well there goes our marker for the camp. It'll be okay though. Launch thrusters are at 50%. So we gotta keep an eye on that when we take off the next time. So this is just a quick jump in the spaceship, a long walk on foot. Oh look, there's some radiant shards down there. We might collect those while we're here. Mining beam. Okay. We're making progress towards having those 16 collected. How many? 13. Alright. 3 away from getting that milestone ahead of time. Ahead of schedule. Okay. These are going to have some words that we can learn. Wisdom of the Corvax. A bunch of unintelligible rubbish. The stone resonates, producing a sound that fills my mind. A vision begins to take shape. A robotic lifeform turns towards me. Light streams from their metal shell, forming a glowing fog that surrounds us both. They gesture towards me. The name Corvax floats in my vision, an echo of the strange vision I just experienced. A word in this alien tongue is seared into my brain. Alright, so I've learned the name for my own race here. And we got a word for traveler. And entity. Alright, so we know a few words of Corvax now. The ancient site stirs as I approach, stone scraping against stone. Warmth radiates from the hyaline brain within my pack, as though in response. Okay. The mind of the ship child is interlocked with the hive. Current instructions: seek and eliminate anomalies, and mesh archival sentience with surrogate entity. Let's present the brain. I fumble with the ship's brain, almost dropping it as it glows unbearably hot in my hands. The pain radiates far beyond my hands, an unearthly heat, a heat that melts glass. The circuitry shifts, then grows still. The brain seems to accept my presence now. Okay, so we got a docile brain now, and we're going to go put that in our ship. That is the plan. Okay. Yeah, there's some things up here. I'm going to get them. And how many did we get of the... Oh, we're almost... Yeah, we're going to get the rest of these crystals. And we're going to get the rest of the radiant shards and complete those milestones early. Then phase 2 should move fairly quickly. I would think, unless they throw something really crazy at us. Oh, look, another word. Nice. Alright, so we got that milestone. Okay, we learned the word for is. Get this oxygen. Oh, there's 2 plants there. Any more sodium? Yes, sodium. We haven't actually scanned this. Let's, now that we have that scanner upgrade, yeah, there we see, look at that. We got that scanner upgrade, and now everything's giving us much higher stats and money for scanning stuff. We're looking for these guys. We needed, what, 3 more, I think? Alright, now we got milestone complete for Radiance. We're 2 milestones ahead than we expected to be by just going and collecting this stuff and trying to get this extra ship. So that is helpful. Get some more ferrite dust. Let's make our way back to the ship. And let's collect our new ship. Yeah. It's going to be a B class, which is going to be helpful. Oh, I am running out of fuel. So let's go ahead and collect this dihydrogen because we need it for more fuel. Okay, here we go. Now we're off to see the wizard. Right, now we're returning to this ship here, the Reforged, and we can claim it. We got 2 supercharged slots on here. It's got an anti-gravity well, so that's our launch thrusters. We got a luminous engine. Yeah, so that's our normal pulse engine. Crimson core, so this allows us to jump. Shields. We've got a cannon, our pilot interface, and okay, let's compare it. So what? My current starship. Why does it say hyperdrive range to the lower? It's much higher. Much higher. I don't know what is coming up with that. But anyway, this is a much better ship. We're going to claim it. Okay. So before we do that, we had a lot of things stored in this ship. Okay, so we're going to transfer this to our exosuit. Okay, none of those exist in my exosuit. Alright, let's go ahead and start moving some stuff into here. Alright, so exosuit. That's not right. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's move this part into our spaceship. Let's move this glass shard into the spaceship. Let's move these radiant shards. Let's move the anomaly detector, the gold. What is this? Pulse splitter module. Oh, nice. That's an upgrade for our weapon systems. Let's put that there. I don't have a pulse splitter just yet, but hopefully I will. Let's see. Let's move these things over here. Let's move this over there. Let's go ahead and install this in the ship. There we go. Alright, almost clear. Let's get the rest of the stuff out of here. Okay. Boom. Perfect. Let's go ahead and put our silver. We'll throw that Strider sausage. We'll throw the save beacon. Throw the Mordite. Cobalt. And tritium. Okay, we'll rearrange that at some point. Let's go ahead and throw our launch thrusters into there. Where are the warp hypercore stored? Don't know why it's doing that with the inventory. Oh, I've got stuff way the heck down there? Really? That is craziness. Okay, I don't know how I ended up with stuff way down there, but I did. Okay, cool. So, new ship. Let's give it a test run, man. Let's get this thing out in space. Oh, that was crazy. So we know the maneuverability is pretty good. Alright, we gotta finish this phase 1. I think this next steps will be fairly quick, but we've already completed these two. We jumped. It's going to give us a prepackaged optical drill unit. So that means we can upgrade our mining beam. We can get an optical band hazard protection module. So we can get this one we could actually collect now. And then prepackaged cloaking device unit, quad servo, and band hazard protection unit. So these are actually pretty good. Going to help us out. We can claim those rewards here in a minute. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and figure out this one. Make sure this is our current mission, and we're going to follow the mission path as we do our subspace warps. So let's go to galaxy map, and boom. We need to go here. If we didn't do that, we just choose that we want to follow the current mission up here at the top. Yeah, expedition, not expedition route, but current mission route. And then use your little directional arrows and it'll plot you with the course it thinks you should take there. Okay. This is only 231 light years. I can get there in one jump, so let's do that. We're going to see the Atlas. What do you know? Right there at Mr. Atlas. Here we are. We have made it to the Atlas. Gonna go ahead and land here. Oh, I learned some Atlas words. I'm gonna get past this little weird visual. The convergence. Let's talk to Atlas. I stand before the Atlas. It is unknowable. It cannot know me. It cannot know any of this, and yet I am compelled to be here, to offer it my own fledgling creation, my construct. Present construct parts. The Atlas cannot react. It does not react. It is all noise, yet it is wordless. Its voice is the entire universe. An Atlas seed is revealed to me. I take my leave. Okay, so we've got a formula for a seed of dreams. We need 100 chromatic metal. Aren't we glad we collected all that copper? Now that was, we were collecting Atlas seeds running around here. Let's see if we can get more. I don't really know how these things work. You just run over them. Sometimes it tells you learned something, sometimes it doesn't. You know, while we're doing that, might as well get my copper going. There's our ship. See if this will unlock any new words. Nope. Nope. Okay. That's okay. Do we have enough? Do I need more? 96. We're so close. Alright, copper again. Alright, well that's going to be enough to get us where we needed to be with making our Atlas seed. Alright, we made our Atlas seed. Oh, see, I learned the Atlas word for traveler. Seed of dreams, forge the Atlas seed. Okay, so we've done 2 milestones in the same spot. So we got our prayer, we got the seed of dreams revelation and warp hypercore plans. Okay, cool. So that means we can make starship fuel, or I mean warp fuel now. Okay, yeah, we already made that though. Warp hypercore, yep, good job. And let's see, what does this say? Forge the first Atlas seed. We did that, so let's collect the reward. We're going to get 190,000 units. We're going to get some gold nuggets. We're going to get supreme hyperdrive upgrade. That means we're going to be able to go even further in this ship. That is good. Okay. Let's install this hyperdrive. Should be here. So that is supercharged. And we now got more range. It's going to add 220 light years. So now we got 1,020. Yeah, now we're doing pretty good with our jump distance. We got some units. What's our last thing? We got to get someplace, right? No, I'm in the wrong menu for that. Our next thing is our pilgrimage. We got to get to the first rendezvous point. that will be out in space. Before we leave here, I want to visit the space station. Because they may have some technology we want to pick up. It's worth taking a look. Oh, look, we got an anomaly here. We got an incoming message. Uh-oh. Let's see what this thing has to say. Alright, we got a bunch of random generated numbers. Let's probe the structure. Okay. Looks like we got some hex code type stuff going on. Go ahead and take a screenshot of that. Okay, what happens if I shoot it? I got some silver. I think that's from an asteroid though. Whoa, that big explosion there. Well, I don't know if I should have shot it, killed it, but I did. There's a pirate nearby. Let's go ahead and see what's in here. Okay, technology is our goal here. What do you got? Alright, scatter blaster module, blaze javelin. Okay, I mean, I don't have plans. I don't know if we're gonna get a weapon plan at some point in this. Launch thrusters module, I think I want that, whether or not it's S-class or not. Yeah, see, I don't know. It's only 75 nanites. We'll get it. Okay, we'll leave the rest alone for now. We don't have any of that. Oh. What does this give us? This is going to give us some exosuit expansion units, some multi-tool expansions. Okay. Yeah, it's going to give us quite a bit of stuff. Multi-tool upgrades. Nope, don't want to buy any. Okay, what were our options here? It's a B class. Nah. What do you have again? Scatter blasters. Okay, I mean, we'll probably get a bolt caster first. We're gonna get a plasma launcher, but I'm not worried about that. I don't like using that. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone for now. We will need some weapons at some point. We gotta kill Sentinels. Alright, let's install what we got. What is that? I don't even know where I got that. Hopefully I didn't buy it. Put that there for now. Yeah, I think that was the one I bought. I did. Yeah, that's weird. We can resonate this thing. Let's see what happens if we do that. know if you can hear that well. I'm gonna pull it up here. Let me tell it to resonate again. Okay, so there's this like faint scratching, screaming kind of noise going on when I do that. But it's not really doing anything else. Oh, somebody has angered some sentinels apparently. I'm going to avoid getting involved in that right now. Alright, we want to go to the first rendezvous point. Now, that would be the expedition route, or you can kind of free look, and we're going to this marker here. Okay, we have landed, well, you know, in the system, not on a planet. So that's where we need to go. Let's see, we should be close to a space station. Let's just go check out this space station. And then we'll head directly to the rendezvous point once we've landed and seen what's in here. Alright. Could be some beneficial stuff in here. Alright. That's a pretty cool interceptor ship. It's all yellow. Weapon in here is C-class. Nope. Not helpful. What do you got, mister? We're now in a Gex system, it would seem. Purchase module upgrades. Plasma launcher. Scanner module. I want that. Alright, I gotta lay off buying stuff. All my nanites are almost gone. Ooh, look at these. Pulse engine module, cyclotron, infra knife, positron, launch thrusters module, A class. I'm buying that. Okay, cool. Gonna install this. That means more money quicker. And this is going to mean better launch thrusters. Where is it? These anti. Which one's the anti-gravity well? There it is. Put it in the right spot. Okay, so that should make that more efficient. Okay, so let's go find our phase rendezvous point. Okay, we got a marker over here. Alright, so this planet has some ancient bones. If we really wanted to spend some time here, we could probably make some money by collecting those. It's got copper, which we're probably going to need for some more chromatic metal. My reserves are almost empty from that first batch that we did. It's got pyrite that can be used for recharging one of your engines in the ship. I forget which one. so this planet has some resources. It is volcanic. Look at that eruption going off. Alright, somebody else is already parked here. A couple of people have already parked here. Wow, this is a big parking lot. Now, I don't know how far away we need to go to find what we need, but I know it's not going to be at that landing point. But we may still need to land. Alright, we'll land. We'll figure out which direction we need to go. Because I'm not seeing any buildings right off the bat that are close by. We probably have a storm going on, so... Hooray! Alright, 1,600 units that direction. Okay, we're gonna try and get this without having to run through all this weather. Alright, so it said pretty much to go through the volcano in this direction. Oh look, there's one of those camps. And there's a player there, so I'm gonna... This is like one of the camps. This is like the camp we found when we first spawned in the game. Okay. All of these wheelbarrows are already empty. Looks like someone was pretty thorough in collecting stuff. Okay, well, that should be... Let me get back in the spaceship so I don't have to deal with all this hazard, but that is our last milestone, is making it here. So that's going to conclude our phase 1 run through, and we're going to move on to phase 2 for our next presentation. But let's go ahead and claim all of our goodies from making it here. Alright, we got exosuit expansion units, multi-tool expansion units. We got a paralysis mortar to put into our multi-tool, and we got some storage augmentations. Nice. And then we've also got phase 1 reward, which we're going to get Atlas poster plans, Atlantid poster plans, and Construct poster plans. So nothing to help us with the expedition, but some nice collectibles for all of our saves to get in the anomaly. Okay, we got a rare poster. Nice. Okay. Exosuit. Alright, put all of that into my... I know there's the upgrade. Install paralysis mortar. We'll put it in there. Needs to be charged with unstable plasma, which we don't have. And we do have a plan for it. We need metal plating and oxygen. Right now, I need my oxygen for staying alive. Okay, cool. So we have found Rendezvous Point 2. It is here. We will start off phase 2 in this camp and finish the expedition. We're going to, in our next episode, we'll move through phase 2. We've already got 2 of the milestones completed, so hopefully we should be able to run through phase 2 pretty quickly. Thanks for tuning in today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can also join our Discord, where we regularly talk about No Man's Sky, share coordinates for fun things like more ships, more animals, more cool planets. And we have other games there too that we play, like ESO and Fallout 76. So follow the link down in the description. You can join our Discord. We'd love to have you there. Until next time, I'll see you around the cosmos.